Lewis Show. We're here to inspire you to your next level.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Juneann Lewis Show. This is your host, Juneann Lewis, by the way. And I want to say today's a very special day for me. And I know you guys say, Juneann, you say that all the time. But this one truly is a special day for me. I've got someone that I call an angel, a good Samaritan, is what I would call him. And this young man crossed my path because of something that I did in 2023. 2023, I actually was on the internet. You know how you're on the internet and there's so many things popping up in front of your face on a constant basis. Well, I saw it once or twice before, and then it came back and it was saying that this company was giving away a new roof. And I'm like, they're saying they're doing it for veterans. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. We have nothing to lose. Well, everyone knows my daughter is a veteran, so I entered her name in. And lo and behold, a couple of days before Veterans Day, I got a call from this young man, and he says, hi, and he gave me his name. I says, well, you know what, hold up. And he started saying, are you so-and-so? He's asking me if I'm my daughter because I used my telephone number. And I said, no. I said, well, I need to speak to you first to verify that you're real. Lo and behold, it turns out that I was comfortable with him, and I did let him speak to my daughter. Now, let me do this. I am going way too far into this story. I want to say who this Good Samaritan is. The Good Samaritan is Richard Adamson. Richard, thank you so much for being on this show. Richard, look, as I told everyone, this is the Good Samaritan, and his company is Universal Roofing and Contracting. Richard, please do me a favor and tell my audience a little bit more about yourself, who you are, why you went to work for this particular company, and so on. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, of course. Thanks so much for having me. Like Juneann said, my name is Richard Adamson with Universal Roofing Contracting. Me personally, I've been in the industry for about 6 years now. I was in the military as well for about 10 years prior to that, and I've been here with Universal for about 2 years of my tenure in roofing. I'm the sales manager for the Tampa branch out of Universal Roofing Contracting, and I'm really proud of this company. I'm proud of what they represent. I think that it's so important in today's day and age to have a company that really stands behind what they say they're going to do. I've worked with 2 companies since I got out of the military, and the first one didn't exactly follow through the way I expected him to, and I almost got out of roofing altogether, and Universal kind of recruited me, and the thing that I am proudest most to say is everything they said they were going to do in the beginning, they have done and done it well, and so it just gives me so much joy and confidence to sit in people's homes, tell them about roofing, and just know that we're going to do the best darn roofing job there is in Tampa. And then also to know what they do with the community, how special it is that we get to go out and serve the community. As a veteran myself, it means, the world to be able to help another veteran that is in, need of something that I can help and provide. So just really proud of that.
Truly, literally, as I said before, you never know who to trust. But when Richard called, he had a very sincere voice, first of all. And so I went based off of that. As a human being, we have to say that we have to give other humans leeway. And as I was speaking to him, I can hear it in his voice that he seemed to be a very sincere person, which is why I turned him over to my daughter. I want you guys to see the work that they're doing on the roof. I think it's fabulous. Richard, as I watch these men on this roof and they're just getting to work, you brought out 9 men that day to do roofing. I mean, like, whoa, they came through the neighborhood like a storm. And they took over and did it within 1 day. Richard, one of the things I have to ask you, what caused you to choose my daughter?
Yeah, that's a great question. There's so many deserving candidates out there in the veteran community here in Tampa, and there's so many applicants that came through. As a company, there's quite a few of us that are veterans. The owner of the company is a veteran. My boss is a veteran. I'm a veteran. Quite a few other guys are veterans. So this is near and dear to our heart, right? And we're able to look at these applications and really kind of read through them. And there was a few that had kind of touched our individual hearts and really, I guess, moved us in a way, knowing their story, knowing what we've been through, and being able to attach to that. And at the end of the day, the managers decided to take a vote on it, and we just really felt like your daughter was the best fit for representing this giveaway and representing Universal's heart for the community. There's some people that want the giveaway and really deserve it still for what they've given to our country, and then there's people that want the giveaway, deserve the giveaway, and really needed the giveaway. Knowing that she needed it is what was most important to us.
Yes, because in her situation, she was with a certain, and I'm not going to call the name of the insurance company, and when the roof got damaged, they declined to do anything. Then they played around for a couple of years, and we're not the only ones. I've heard of other people that have experienced such a thing, and they played around, and then eventually they left the state. They left Florida. They filed for bankruptcy and left Florida. So you're left holding the bag to say, hey, now you have to dish out all of these thousands of dollars to repair the roof. So when I was looking and I saw it, I went, oh man, to be in lieu of what I knew happened, let me see if this is true. And I'm truly glad that I did. Richard, yourself and the men came out, and tell me what they're doing on here now, because I can see them they're removing stuff, but you explain what's happening up here now.
Yeah, so not only did we do the giveaway, but we also gave you guys the premium package, right? So it's going to be a full tear-off. We re-nail the roof with a lockdown nailing system. Any rotted plywood, we made sure that we took care of that. Unfortunately, there was quite a bit of rotted plywood. We kind of knew that the roof was needed, but then to get it all torn off and to really see that the roof was needed is a whole other story. So I'm grateful that we did, in fact, choose your daughter, because it was a little bit worse than we originally anticipated.
Even if we knew, because she had no clue that was going on up there. Yes.
So, the first thing you do, you tear it all down. You want to, get all the debris in the dumpster. And then we're able to assess the damage of the underside of the shingles, right? The plywood, the framing, all of that. Replace any of that stuff. And then we put down a peel and stick layer, a granulated peel and stick layer, which is a premium underlayment. It's called a secondary water barrier. A lot of insurance companies will give a discount on your insurance premiums for the secondary water barrier. So that's also something that's fantastic for your daughter that she's able to hopefully get with her new insurance company.
Right.
And then from there, it's a matter of putting in what's called a drip edge. It's a metal flashing that goes all the way around the edge of the roof. Now you guys went with what I think is a really cool look. You guys went with a darker drip edge, right? So that it kind of frames out the roof line.
Right.
So as you can kind of tell, and as you can see, there's that dark brown line that goes around the edge of the roof. And then you guys picked a really beautiful color. You picked brownwood. I think it turned out awesome.
I think so. I think it was beautiful as well. Yes.
Yeah, I think it really matches the color of the home. Great. And then it matches that brown drip edge. So the shingles are going to go on next. Now building code only requires 4 nails per shingle. We actually, no matter where you're located, we do 6 nails per shingle, whether you're on the coast or not. So so you really got a premium product, fancy hip and ridge, all new venting, and a crew that really truly enjoys their work. So
crew, yes, that crew came out, and by the time I came back, these people were done. I'm like, whoa. I mean, there's a show on there called something where they come into your house in 24 hours. I don't know if you know that show.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I saw it last night for the first time. Demolition within, or turn your house into beauty within 24 hours, something of that effect. But anyway, long story short, these people came in like a hot wave and just came in and did the job. And so did you guys. Came in and you did a beautiful job. We're certainly pleased with the roof. I know my daughter is pleased with the roof that she's got, for sure. So definitely. Now, how long has Universal Roofing and Contracting been in business?
We've been in business 30 years. We've been owned by the same family the entire 30 years. Ken and Jared Melick, father-son duo, kind of started us up.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, and so Ken is, he's kind of retired now, which he has earned and deserves after 30 years of hard work. So Jared pretty much runs the show. His sister Jade is pretty much the head of Universal below him, so she kind of runs everything. And she does an awesome job. We have a great culture. It just really represents in the people that you deal with, and the job that we do. I mean, from the crew to the sales rep to the production manager to the final processing, everybody really just is in sync with each other. And that starts at the top. Starts with people that really care about the product and the company.
Yes. Now, Richard, I have a question to ask you. you were in the military, so I know you can understand what it is like to come back into the civilian world. If you weren't doing this, what else would you be doing?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was doing military contracting for a long time.
Oh, wow.
And when I first moved to Florida, I was diving. So one of the things I did in the military was diving. It's a long story, but I would probably be doing diving. If I really wasn't working full time, I would love to just spend time with my kids and my family on my farm.
And Richard, one thing you said was you had a farm.
Yeah.
Now, please tell me, we live in the metropolitan area, so I would say we live. So please tell me, how did you wind up with a farm?
Oh, I didn't grow up on a farm, but my parents, a couple years back, had decided they were going to move from Chicago down to Florida.
Right.
And somewhere in that process, they decided to buy some land. We agreed to kind of take care of it before they moved down. Someone in love with it, realized that's what we wanted to do. And we just ended up getting blessed with the property right behind theirs.
Wow.
So we have 10 acre lots back to back. So we have 20 acres now, and the kids get to see grandma and grandma all the time. Cows and horses and chickens and dogs and cats. It's a huge blessing. So.
Richard, I want to ask, do you go over to Mom's breakfast?
I don't.
Does she come over to you?
I set the battery a little bit. I set the battery a little bit. No, but we spend a lot of time. Now the grandkids go over there all the time.
They go
But no,
over there
I
all
don't
the
just
time. Yeah.
I don't just show up.
Show up at their house. That's fantastic, because one of the things I love is farming, because I have the opportunity, or has the opportunity, and do have some land in where I'm from in South America. And so when I hear about you having all this land, I've got to come out to your place, see if there's something else
Yeah,
around here that maybe
yeah.
I can get.
Come on
Because
out.
I would love to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Do you plant anything on the farm?
My wife does. I am not a gardener.
Okay, you know what? At least I like that when somebody says, okay, I'm going out here, I'm bringing in the bread, and you're bringing it home.
Uh-huh.
She's frying up the bacon,
Yep.
and then
Yeah,
bring it into the pan.
I don't get it twisted. My wife works her butt off. She's gardening and raising 3 rascal
Yes,
kids.
I know what.
Taking care
Listen,
of the farm 90% of the time. I
Yes.
say I have a farm, but I really have a farm because my wife is there. So
yeah, but you have a farm because she's there.
yeah.
And that is so wonderful, because I love farming. I would have been the little space that we have. I try to do stuff in the back. So,
Yeah.
and I want to thank you guys so much. I truly am glad that. And I have to say, and I'm going to say this on a spiritual level, I have to say God did it. Because I had said to my daughter when the insurance company left, look, we're going to get we're going to get a new roof. And my mind was not thinking on going out and getting a loan. In my mind, I determined that we were going to get a new roof. And there it was. We got a new roof. Wow. When I tell you, I am pleasantly pleased. I'm pleasantly pleased. My daughter's not here today. She's had something else to do. And of course, this is Juneann Lewis' show. It's not her show. So, so now. But you know what? I want to say to you, Richard, you've been a gentleman. You came to our house, and you were a gentleman then. And you've certainly been a gentleman in the time that we've met you and representing your company in the most positive way. Tell us, how can someone get a hold of Universal Roof and Contracting? And what are the different things that you guys have to offer? Is it just roof, or what else do you do?
Yeah, no, thank you for asking that. And from the bottom of my heart, you guys have been a pleasure to work with as well.
Thank you.
And I love that while we're helping you, it really, I can tell it is needed and it is translated as
Yes.
welcome. So I appreciate you guys as well. And I'm touched that it actually is helping you. Now, how can you get a hold of us? You can get a hold of me specifically at 1-855-ROOF-HELP. That's 1-855-ROOF-HELP. We do everything from shingle to metal to tile to repairs. There's not a roofing system we can't do. We also do some commercial, and there are some contracting items that we do as well. You can also get us at universalroof.com, or you can get us on Facebook at Universal Roof and Contracting. If you want to look up the Tampa branch specifically, you can Google Universal Roof and Contracting Tampa. And my name is Richard Adamson. You can call me directly and reach out to me as well if you would like.
Well, I want to say thank you so much for sharing that. And I want to say I'm going to co-sign on Universal Roof and Contracting. I haven't been there from the beginning, but I know what they've done at our house. And I know that the way they handled from the beginning to the end, the way that Richard was very professional, the entire team, not just Richard, the entire team was very professional. And we truly appreciate them coming out. And yes, that is why Richard is on my show, but because I felt Richard deserved to be on my show, that is why he's here. So
I think that's it. You know, I just really appreciate you guys, and I'm glad that it's going to a good family.
yes, thank you so much,
Yeah, of
Richard,
course.
truly.
Thanks
All
for
right,
having me.
bye-bye.